Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Let's start the discussion now. Yeah, you got to know now how to create the modularity, correct everyone? How to create the components. That part also it's clear to you, correct? Now, in this case, right, there is now what we need to do here when I'll start my application. Let me terminate this. Let me start my application again. Here I'm just firing. I just terminated my current execution and I fired ngserve-o. It will take a couple of minutes. We have to wait. What's wrong with this? Can't find the module.
The spelling of code is
That spelling mistake was happened, right? Just a second. Let me sort of. App.module.ts line number 6. This import. Okay. Now, people, if we'll have a look over the UI part, right? Now it's showing this thing, correct? I'll press F12 also over here. Now, if you'll observe, right? So first of all, I need to understand now here which file is uploaded or which file is rendered over here, correct? That is nothing but we need to confirm the entry point for our application. Am I right?
Yeah.
That is nothing but simply if I want to conclude, if I want to start the discussion, right, I need to first confirm the entry point for my application. So in this case, right, whenever you will fire the ngserve command, this ngserve command, right, first it will look into src. Under the src, it's going to find out logically which file, index.html. It's going to find out which file, index.html. So let's confirm this thing. Now under this body tag, right, I'm giving a simple header tag. Okay, let's say here I will mention hello from index, just for the understanding purpose. I'll switch to the UI. People, are you able to see this hello from index? The message is overridden. Hello, did you get the point? The message got overridden, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That is fine. So, but it is, this thing is confirmed to us now. The execution starts with index.html. All of you agree with this? Then
Yes.
it's going to render this h1 tag. Okay, but people, what is this app-root? There is a problem. See, I don't think so. In HTML, do we have an element called app-root? Correct? I don't think so. Anyone? No, there is no. I don't think so. There is an element called app-root. It's mentioned over here, right? Let's do one thing. Let me just remove this thing first. Let me save it and have a look over the UI. Now it is only showing hello from index. Is it showing that other stuff? Other stuff was not showing, correct? That means this is a here this app-root, right? It is not defined by HTML. It is defined by Angular. Is it clear, everyone? Did you get the point or not? See, simply what I did, I removed this thing, correct? I saved it. And now are you able to see that blue colored complete Angular contents? No, we are not able to see anything. Agree? Why? Because I removed this app-root element. Now we got to know that there is some connection with this app-root and your actual Angular content. Now, what is that connection that we need to understand? Now, people tell me, when you create any Angular application, how many by default, how many modules you will get it?
One.
One. That is nothing but
App module.
app module. All of you agree with this?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Will get by default only one module called app module. Now, in the same way, by default, app module is having a root component called root component, or that can be referred as an entry component called app component. That is nothing but what? App component. Now have a look over here. Inside this app component, people are you able to see this component?
Yeah.
Well, in Java, right? What is the indication of this component? Only . We'll call them as a annotation over there, right? In Java.
Correct.
Correct. But don't call them as an annotation in Angular, okay? In Angular, they're referred as decorator. We will purpose is same. Only the term, only the calling term, right? That is different. Here, this component is referred as decorator over here. Now, people here are able to see this selector name app-root. Well, have you observed this app-root somewhere? Where?
Index.html.
In index.html. So internally, what it will do internally, wherever it will find out this app-root element, there it will inject the contents of which component? App component. Now people tell me, for this app component, right? 4 files should be there. Am I right? One is HTML, CSS,
Yes.
.ts and .spec.ts. Why? Because it's a component. By default, it will generate these 4 files. Are you able to find out .ts, .spec.ts, .html, .css, right?
This is the default file, is it, Abhi?
Yes, Deepak. It's a default one. I said, na. By default, your Angular application will have one module. Okay. And it has a root component called app component. So are we inside the app component, correct?
Yes.
Right. So here, if you'll observe this app-root, right? Internally, what it will do, wherever it will come across with this element called app-root, there it will render the contents of app.component.html.
Can I change this like to some other component also, or does that break?
We can do that. Deepak, but you have to change the complete settings. Okay, how to change that? Even I'll talk about that. Give me 10-15 minutes. Okay.
Sure.
Now, yeah, have a look over here. Now, whatever the contents are available over here, I'll just select all. I'll delete it. I'll just take simply h1 tag hello from app component. I'll just save it and I'll take it to the UI. Now, have you observed? After this hello from index, correct? Now we received hello from app component, right? Now by default, people, how is the flow? Just a second. Let me draw the flow so that you will get the clarity. The first rendered page will be index.html. From here, where it will go?
App component.
How it will go?
App root.
By seeing app icon root.
Correct. Because of this app root, right? It will go to your app component, right?
App more component.
Now, will it come to your app component directly? No. It will first hit app module and then it is able to connect to your app component. Actually, I want to do Control X. It's going to render this app component.html content, okay, but how it is rendering? So for that purpose, people, we need to understand this complete cycle. So first part is clear, right? How it is rendering index.html entry page, correct? So there we provided which element? App root element. Now to get the clarity regarding this app root element, what it will do? It will go and hit your app module.ts file. Now when it will hit this app module.ts file, right? Over this app module.ts, are you able to find out one decorator called ng model decorator?
Yeah.
Now, this decorator is used to just a second. Because these points are bit important. Huh? First, did you get the clarity regarding this? It is a decorator which is used to mark on a module and will hold the module level metadata. Now we'll have a look over here. In this module, right, app component, app module. By default, there is one component, correct or not, called app component. Now, let's take the clarity from our core module. People tell me, inside the core module, have we declared 3 components or not?
That's
through
correct.
the
Yeah.
command. Have we declared 3 components, right? And have you observed that 4 files creation messages we got it, and at the end we got update in core.module.ts, correct? What was that update? That update was happening inside the declaration only.
Okay.
That update was happening inside which file? Inside which part? Inside the declaration. Next question. Okay, that is fine. It's going to update the declaration, but what it is going to do? What are the newly created component that will create it? That component ka entry by default, it will add it over here. Is it clear or not? So in the core module, right, we created 3 components. So those 3 components ka entry is done over here.
Right.
Correct.
Correct.
Now, this Venkata, got it right?
Yeah, got you guys.
Now, in this declaration, right, that's the reason I marked the answer for the same, correct? Will hold all components entry of that module. Now, next thing will come across with the providers, okay? Providers will hold in the same way, providers will hold all the entry of services of that module. Imports will hold all the entries of other modules which we need it in our module. For example, here, right, common module and core modules are required, correct? In my core module. So what we need to do? Do we need to import these modules or not? Hello, people, do we need to import these modules or not? Import in the sense, unless and until, people, this point is bit important. Unless and until you are not going to import the specific module, you will not able to access any functionality in my core module. For example, we'll come across by today, last session, in the last session, we'll come across with the forms module. Forms module is holding a specification regarding the ng model. Now, people, unless and until I will not import the forms module, I'm not able to access ng model across the core module. Now, in this case, people tell me, so for that purpose, right here, module level imports will happen inside the imports. Is it clear or not?
Yes.
So for example, let's say from the core module, common modules, if you want to use any functionality into my header component or landing component, right, what we need to do? First of all, we have to import the commons module into this core module, that is into the module, okay? Then only then we can utilize them, otherwise we can't. Okay, next point. Bootstrapping, that is nothing but your entry point. Now people, again I'll take you to the diagram now. This index.html will have app root, and this app root will come to your app module. Now inside, when it will come to the app module, right, it will come across with all the details or not?
Yes.
Now in this case, right, here for the entry purpose, right, where it will go? Will it go to the bootstrap? Inside the bootstrap, right, which component is mentioned? App component is mentioned. So what it will do? It has to find out the details regarding this app component or not, and it has to confirm it. So where this app component is declared, is it declared over the same folder location? This selector name and this element name, are they matched or not? They're matched. So people, did you get the point or not? To understand this app root, will it connect to your app module or not? Inside the app module, it will get to know about the app component or not. And then will it render the, then it will render the content of people, then it will render the content of your which component? App component. Now, as of now, in this, it will go to your template URL. There is nothing but it will go to your app.component.html. Inside this app.component.html, we have a message called hello from app component. So what it will do over the UI against this app root, will it render the message called? Will it render the message called hello from app component, right? Now have a look over here. Webpack.src app. People, how many modules entry we are able to see over here? Did you get my point or not? Inside this
It's
app
other
folder.
than app module you are asking?
Yes. In short, how many modules are able to see over here? Only one module?
Only app.
Yeah,
App
only
module.
app module.
Only app.
Only app module. People tell me, have we created core, auth, dashboard, admin dashboard, user dashboard, profiles, comments? 7 modules we created, right, everyone? I'm not able to see any one of them. I'm able to see just app module only, correct? All of you agree with
Correct.
this? Are we using any content from these 7 modules? No. So that's the
No.
reason they are not coming into the picture. Is it clear, everyone? They are available. They have existence, but they can't come forward. People, did you get the point or not? Why? Because we are not calling them. Clear, everyone? So here, which modules entry you will see? Only active modules entry. Clear? Okay. Now, in this case, people, did you get the flow or not?
Abhi, I just have a question here.
Yeah, tell me.
So in the flow, can you go to the flow part? So from index.html, there was a selector app root. So you're saying it is gonna hit app module. In turn, it will find app component. Can
Correct.
you show me? Can you show me the code where it will touch app module? Like from index.html, how Angular touches app module?
Okay. If that part, right, that part will be done, or that part will happen. Internally, it's going to deal with your main.ts as well. Okay. Have a look over here. Just a second now. From my end, browser got closed. Okay. Let me just open it. Okay. Have a look over here. Here, are you able to this main.ts?
Yes.
It's using main.ts, correct?
Yep.
Right. Now have a look over here. Inside this main.js, right? This main.js, the TypeScript version is main.ts only. Internally, is it connected? Is it using app module or not?
Okay. Okay. And we specify main.ts in package.json.
Yes, internally it is used. Okay. No, it is not. It will. It won't be mentioned in package.json. Okay.
Oh, then Okay, then in that case, how does this main.ts will be called?
Internally, have a look over here. Have a look over here. This is regarding your build part, correct?
Okay, when you say ng serve, it will pick this build part, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You got the point. Did you get the mapping now?
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so here, right? Will just give me a second now. By mistake from my end, that file got closed. Okay. Sorry, that Chrome was browser got closed. Just a second. Where is that fidelity folder? Okay. So, people, are you clear with this flow now? If you want the again, still, if you are expecting a detailed one discussion, right? So you can open the angular.json. Okay. So in a build under the build option, right? You can find out index is your index.html, main is src main.ts. In src main.ts, right, there will be an entry of your app module. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Did you get the flow now? How it is connected to your app component now?
Yes, sir.
All the mappings are done inside which file? All the mappings are done inside the file called angular.json. Inside the build options, right? Architect build, there you will find, there you will get to know about the things. Okay, next part. Now, people, tell me here, right? I'll do one thing. Now, let me just close all this stuff. I'll take my header component. People, what is the selector name for the header now? app-header, right?
App.
Right. So now what I'll do, I'll go to the app component .html. Here, can I mention app hyphen header, right? The way we use app root, correct? In the same way, am I using app header? Did you get the point or not?
Yes.
The way I used app root, right? In the same way, I'm using app header. Let's save it and go to the UI. Have a look over here. What happened to this? It's not rendering. Okay, we will now have a look over here. Here it got cached. Okay, we will now have a look over here. I'll just save it in front of you now. Reproduce this. Is it able to understand this app header?
No.
It's not able to understand. It's asking two questions to you, correct? If app header is an Angular component, then verify that it is a part of this module. This module, in the sense, which module, people? Here, will it refer this module in the sense app module or not? Why app module? Is it going to deal with app.component.html? When we'll say it's going to deal with app.component.html, it means, is it dealing with app component TS? When we'll say it is dealing with app component TS, that means, is it dealing with your app module or not?
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
All of you
Yes.
clear with this or not? What about others? Jyoti, Purnima, Deepak, Gajalakshmi, Harsh,
Yeah.
Karthik,
Can you repeat
Vignesh?
this, Abhi?
Yes, Harsh, I'll
Yes,
do
sir.
that. Yeah. Harsh, have a look over here. The way I used in index.html, the way I used app root, correct? In the same way, am I using app header into my app component.html or not?
Yeah.
Right, Harsh? But it is giving us the error, correct? It's asking 2 points. It's asking that if app header is an Angular component of this, which is available in the same module or not. It is asking you, correct? Hello.
Yeah.
Hey Abhi, are you there? Hello, am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah.
Vignesh, sorry, I was on mute.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Hello. Just a second. Sorry, I was on mute. Okay. You will just give me a minute.
Sure, sure. Yep.
good.
Sorry. Now we will have a look over here. Prithvi, have a look over here. Now, is it able to understand where is this app header is declared? It is not able to understand. Correct. But in case of app root, it was able to understand. The reason behind this is during the transformation, where is angular.json? During the transformation, it is having this information that whatever the stuff that we'll use with this index.html, it is connected with your main.ts. Agree? The relation between index.html and main.ts is defined over here. And because of main.ts, where is it? It will get to know about the app module. When it will get to know about the app module, will it read the app module details? When it will read, it will come across with the bootstrap, correct? For the first component, because this is the entry module, correct? Through this, it is able to read the contents of your app component ts, and through this, this selector is matched, then it is able to render the content. Agree, everyone? But tell me,
Yep.
what is the relation between this app header and app module? Is there any relation between them? Nothing is there. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing. There is no relation, people. Try to understand. There is no relation between these two modules as of now. So that's the reason it is raising one question. Have you declared this app header in the same module? Did you get the understanding for this first point or not? So what is your answer, people? No. It is a part of which module? Core module, correct? People, app header
Correct.
element, app header component, it's a part of which module? Core module. So the first answer was gone wrong. Then Second is app header is a web component, then add the custom element schema to the schema specification to suppress this usage. That means here it is telling that if it is a part of some other modules, right, you give me the clarity about that module so that I will take care. People are getting my point or not? First point was irrelevant for us. Why? Because we have not declared it over here. So, but obviously it will give the error for the same, correct? Now what it is saying, if it is not a part of the app module, correct, then tell me in which module I should look into this stuff. Now people tell me, now we need to establish initially, do we need to establish the relationship between your app module and core module or not?
Correct.
Because in an app module, right, people have a look over here. Inside this app module, we are using app-header, but this app-header it is a part of, let me send it to the back, and here the name will be core module. Correct, everyone? Yes or no? This app header is a part of which module? Core module. Now people, two modules, communication, correct or not? To establish the communication link between these two modules, we will have two options. One is static relation, another one is dynamic relation. People, are you getting my point or not? To provide the usage of this app header, how many options we are getting it? Two options. Either you establish the relation between these two components in which way? In a static way or in dynamic way. Dynamic relation in the sense you can say about lazy loading. Got it, everyone, or not?
Yes, sir.
Got it. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, got it.
Now, in this situation, right, people, this app header, tell me, do you need it from the beginning of your application till end?
Yes.
People, everyone, please think about it. This header part, footer part, do we need it from the beginning till end or not? And
We need
another
it.
thing,
Yeah.
yes, correct, we need
Yeah,
it.
we need
Another
it.
thing is core module content. What is the purpose of the core module? Which will help us to hold common functionalities across the application, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So now people tell me, by looking into this situation for the core module, which loading will you prefer? Static one or lazy one?
Static.
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 Correct, true. Why? Because it is used by each and everyone. Then every time, why should I, spend the energy for dynamic loading, correct? Because it's a common thing, right? If it is a common thing, then let it load from the beginning, correct? So from this perspective, right? From this perspective, you want to load it statically. That means initially, once your application is up, immediately your core module should be loaded. For that purpose, what we need to do here, I'll go to my core module. I'll go to the imports. Inside the imports, I will mention core module. Now people tell me, this core module is having a relationship with the app module or not because of imports?
Yes.
Yes, got the relation.
Now we have a relation, correct? Next point. Now let's switch to the UI. Just a second. It's not able to update it immediately. Okay, that's the reason I terminated the execution. Just give me a minute. Let me press F12. Till we have the errors. We are fine with that.
Component is not.
Correct. Again, people, is it giving the same problems or not? We know it's giving this one. And now what is our improvement? Our improvement was we provided the core module. Correct, everyone? It is able to import the core module. Now let me go to the core module. People, inside the core module, anything is there for the exporting purpose? Are we exporting something from the core module? We are not exporting anything from the core module unless and until you are not going to export it from this core module. Till that time, app module is not able to import those contents. People, are you getting my point or not? It's a matter of demand and supply.
Okay.
People, app module is going to demand the contents from the core module, correct? But unless and until core module is not being a core module is allowing to build a connect. We did it. Okay. For example, let's say for the trade purpose, right? India US has signed an agreement. People, are getting my point? India and US, they sign an agreement. Yeah, we will do the business, import exports. We'll do it in between the two countries. But unless and until US is not going to send the data, how can I get the data? Agree, everyone? Unless and until India is not going to send the data, how US will get the data, or how they will get the material? Correct, everyone? So in this case, India should be in the position to export the contents. Then whatever the contents we are exporting, then US will import it or not. Signing an agreement, that is not a matter, right? It will help us just to bonding purpose, right? But after the bonding, what is the next level? Actually, you should provide some content or material or not. All of you agree with this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
See, signing an agreement, that is not a matter, okay? But actually, something should happen over there, right? From that perspective, what we need to do for the inside the core modules, I will come across exports will be used to provide the component access to outside world. Now, which components we want to send it outside, people, as of now?
Header.
Header only. We're talking about header, we'll send the header only. Correct? Now people have a look over here. After doing this thing, is it giving any error? Let's check it. Wait for a second. Oh, there is no error, correct, everyone? Now I'll go to the UI and I'll just refresh it. People, are we able to see header works or not?
Import also did you do, Abhi, or only export
Yes,
works?
yes, Deepak. I have done the import in app module, correct? Who is going to consume this module?
Okay.
App module,
Import
right?
of the module. Import of the module, export of the component, is it?
Correct, correct. In that way, the relationships will be established. Give me a minute. I'll come to that point again. Okay. Now, people, one more thing. Where is the sources? SRC, not Webpack, dot SRC. I'll expand the app. Now, people, are you able to see core modules now? People, are you able to see core module now?
Yes,
Earlier it was not coming, but now it is coming. How come? Because of this imports entry, right? Here, have we established the relationship between these two modules via statically or not? People,
Yes.
did you get the point or not? Have you established the relationship between these two modules via statically, correct? How? Just by specifying it in a which module? Just by specifying it in a imports of your app module. Clear or not? Right? Point number 1. Point number 2 will be in core.module.ts. People, are we exporting, right? Now already the relationship is established between these two, correct? Now exchange should happen or not. So with respect to that exchange, I'm giving the accessibility for the header component. Now, how can I use the header component anywhere? To use the header component anywhere, people, can I use the selector or not?
Yes.
Right? Now, people, let's have a flow again from the beginning. From the beginning, why am I coming? Try to understand. Now, people tell me, did you get the relationship between these two files correct? So, is it reaching to your app root? Correct, everyone? From this app root, it will go to your app component TS. From here, this thing is matched. It will go to the app.component.html. When it will come inside the app.component.html, correct? Here, it's coming across with which component? App header element, right? That is nothing but we know it's going to find out something for the header component. At that time, what it will do is it going to check into the declarations part. In the declarations part, people, is it able to find out the header component? We were getting that error earlier, correct? It's not a part of this module, Bolkar, correct? So here we got to know that was it's not able to find out any header component in the app module. Then what it will do? Then it will start reading this imports part. Now, will it get to know about the core module now? All of you agree?
Yes.
Now, when it will come for this core module, at that time, what will happen? Inside the core module, right? When it will reach, it will check for the exports entry directly. In this exports, right? Which component is mentioned? Header component is mentioned. So quickly, what it will do? It will go to the header component TS. Selector is matched. Then what it will do? Whatever the contents which is available with this header.component.html, it will pick that one. Clear, everyone, or not? Yeah. It will
Abhi,
pick
one
the
question.
content. Just a second, let me finish. It will pick the content and it will render it on a UI. Yes, tell me, who's this?
Shilpa. Uh,
Yes.
just like we imported core module from app module. So, but in export, we are telling only header component export. So,
Correct.
in what do we like? Can we just export core module also? And what
No,
will
no,
happen?
no.
The correct
No. It won't work in this way. Shilpa, whatever
uh-huh.
the things that you need to export it from the module. Okay. You want to give the outside
Okay.
access. Those things only we will put it in a exports part. Is that clear? Shilpa, we are not going to export each and everything. Okay. Try to understand. Because
Okay.
main
Okay.
preference is what lazy loading, Shilpa, not static
Mm-hmm.
loading. For the core module, we have to come up in a that statically loading, or initially we need this module. The reason behind this is because of header and footer components, because these two components are required across the application or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
These two things we need it definitely, but we need it across the application, right? So if we think about it, if I'll do the lazy loading for every time, in every interaction I have to bring core module into the picture. So instead of doing this thing, right, it's better I'll load the core module from the beginning itself, correct?
Mm-hmm.
From that perspective, right, we did it. Clear now?
Yes.
Okay, next. Now people, here, do we need a header also, correct? Sorry, do we need a footer component also or not? So now what I'll do, I'll just go to my footer.component. Yes. People, what is the selector name over here now? APP footer, right? Now what I'll do, I'll go to my app component HTML. Here I'll mention APP footer. I saved it. I'll just go to the UI now. Here it's not rendering it. People, again, the same problem. It's not able to understand what is this footer. To sort out this problem, what would be our first step? Footer. Is it a part of which module? Core module.
Core module.
Now I set app module. Can I confirm that my core module is imported? Now it is already imported, correct? Point number 1. Point number 2 will be inside the core modules. We have to check that footer component, is it exported or not? It's not
Okay.
exported. Now can I export it?
Yes.
I'll save it. Now have a look over here. There is an issue with this. Every time I need to restart the application, I need to clear the cache. Okay. Well, it is happening because the cache issue. Okay. So to sort out this problem, right, I need to clear the caches. Okay. My browser cache, everything, I need to clear it. Then only then, right, this thing can be resolved. Now, people, are we able to see this footer works now? And if you look into this webpack dot, right, inside this app core components layout. Now, is it loading the complete core module or not, everyone? But still, are we able to find out other modules? No. Other modules, purely we want to load it dynamically. All of you clear with this or not?
Landing also, did we do?
Yes, Deepak.
We
Deepak
just
will do it. We'll do it. That is required for us now. Hello.
but
Correct.
it's already displaying there, no?
Yes, yes. We'll take the actual content, Deepak. Replacement work will start it. Give me a minute, okay? Now people tell me, I'll come for a final call. Now, in between this header and footer, we need a landing or not? In between
Abhi,
this, yes. Yeah, Prithvi, tell me.
so we are not exporting landing component from core module, right? Then why does it show that in Chrome? Like,
because Prithvi, have a look over here. This entire core module is loaded or not?
okay.
Prithvi, have a look over here. We are going to import this core module. Okay, I'll show you in this way. Have a look over here. App initially, right? App was loaded, agree. Now, because of this import, right, it's going to load the core module or not. So now tell me, landing component, Prithvi, is it a part of your core module? Hello, Prithvi. Now tell me, landing component, right? Where we have declared, Prithvi?
Inside the core module.
Core module, correct. So now tell me, when we are saying core module is loaded, right? That means everything from the core module will be loaded or not, Prithvi?
Okay. So it will load all components inside. Okay.
Everything, not about the all components, Prithvi. Entire module. In short, I will say, in short, Prithvi, have a look over here. Inside this core folder, right, Prithvi? Inside this core folder, whatever 100 things are there, all those 100 things will be loaded.
Okay.
are available in the memory. Clear?
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. Sure. Got it.
Now you understood, right? Everything. When you will say a core module, everything from the core module will be loaded. Correct? Now people tell me to use this landing component. Do I need to export the landing component or not? Here I have exported it. It's not showing over here. For me, what I need to do, I need to terminate and I need to restart it again. Okay. Okay, we will have a look over here. Sorry, we have not used it on a app component.html. I think so. Correct. That was the reason. app hyphen landing. People, are we getting landing works message correct?
Yes, Abhi.
Right now, people, in this case, right, can you start doing the same thing at your end? Can I tell you what are the things that we have done it from the beginning? Is it fine? So that you will get a quick revision and you can do the stuff at your end as well. Correct? So the first thing is what people, what you'll do? You import the core module at your end. I will give you a minute's time to do the same.
Can I share my screen? I think my index.html, I mean, I'm not able to see it in browser.
Just a second, Harsha.
Run this ng-servo command.
Just a second, Harsha. Harsha, could you please wait for a minute? All of you done with this? Please let me know.
Yeah, done, Abhi.
Okay. Harsha, quickly share the screen, Harsha, so that we can proceed. Harsha, use, okay, your application is not up, Harsha. Harsha, use ng-serve. Hello?
Yeah, I had run it actually.
Type ng. No, there is no hyphen for the serve, Harsha. Harsh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now this is correct one. Harsh, you should not worry. It's going to open it automatically. Okay.
Yeah, I was closing the previous.
Okay. Correct. It's working now.
So, no. Now I need to go to index.html.
No. Harsh, you should not do that, Harsh. You're already the content which is rendered, right? That is from your index.html only.
Okay. So now I can remove everything from here if I want to see the.
Yes.
Desktop,
Save it now.
right?
Save this one.
I can remove.
No, this file is open, Harsh. I'll tell you. Just save this file. Switch to the UI now.
The Art Channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.